What's up, everybody? ArrgThePirate here, and today we're gonna play a little Camazotz in the jungle. Now, guys, this guy is insane strong, so if you haven't tried him out, try him out for sure. But let's go over his build. Now, I have Assassin's Blessing, Katana, 2 healing potions, and Blink Rune for my starting build, and then I'm going to build into Heartseeker, Warrior Tabby, Jotun's Wrath, Quinn Size, Crusher, Stone Cutting Sword, and then I've got Hide of the Urchin in case I want to need more protection. You know, this is the build that I'm going for, but of course it always changes. And then my last relic's of course going to be Aegis. Now, of course, we have to go over his kit. Essence Drinker is his passive. Camazotz has a passive Vampiric bonus. Also, anytime a god dies, they leave behind a pool of their essence in a spot, and where they're slain, it shows up on the minimap as a purple spot. Camazotz may stand inside these pools and drink essence every 0.5 seconds, replenishing health and mana. And guys, I stand in a couple of pools, and you'll see, like, I make a point to stand in them because it is a huge, huge bonus. And the sustain on this guy is crazy. Next up, we have his one, Screech. Camazotz screeches loudly and launches a sound wave that pierces through minions and deals damage. If Screech hits an enemy god, the sound will echo. If Camazotz is hit by an echo, he gains vision on that god that was hit with the Screech for the next 15 seconds and gains a bonus physical power for the duration. So, at max level, if you hit Screech, you get an extra 40 power. That is insane, guys. Next up, we have his 2 Vampire Bats. Camazotz commands a swarm of bats to fly out and attack a single target, damaging and slowing them by 30% for 3 seconds, and then carries heals back at the end of that 3 seconds to heal Camazotz. If the target was a large jungle monster, they are marked, and Camazotz will receive a heal as well as a stacking vampiric buff for 210 seconds. Marked monsters will not provide Camazotz with another stack of vampirism, though. And so you can use this to hit those jungle minions and, you know, gain some vampirism. That's awesome, guys. Next up, we have Devourer. Camazotz leaps forward for a short distance, dealing damage on impact and healing himself per enemy hit. And lastly, we have his ultimate. Now, 3 is, you know, a small jump, but it's not like a very solid escape, but you can use his 4 to finish up a kill and then get out all in the same thing. And Bat Out of Hell is his ultimate. Camazotz flies into the air for the next 4 seconds. While flying, he may swoop down, dealing damage. He may do this up to 3 times, landing on the 3rd. Hitting more than one enemy god in a single swoop will deal increased damage per god. So really, you know, you get 2-3 in there, boom, you're hitting harder. That awesome, awesome kit. He's an absolute blast to play, and I highly recommend checking him out. This is actually my first game with him, and we do very, very well. We are against a full clan in this match, and I was definitely kind of worried about that in the beginning, but the clan is definitely trying some new things out. We've got a Cupid in mid. Our solo lane is their duo lane, which is, you know, kind of odd, but hey, it is what it is. Now, we did get that very, very early dive. You know, we blinked in and killed Cupid just to, you know, just to poke him out. We want to keep Cupid shut down as much as possible, and, you know, hey, let's make it happen. Now, again, I'm just going to continue my farm and, you know, continue trying to build towards my Heartseeker. You know, we really want to increase our damage and really come online so we can start doing work. From here, I see that the duo lane is, you know, they're pushed up pretty far, but the enemy Camazotz is there, and, you know, we've got a little bit of a presence, so we end up taking that enemy out, and if I would have enough mana to use my ultimate, we would have definitely dove that tower for that kill. But, yeah, we just ran out of mana. And that is one reason I'm going for Jotun's Wrath, is because I use quite a bit of mana with Camazotz. And, you know, that just might be the inexperience. I am using Screech to clear because it does the most amount of damage, but if you have that vampirism, you know, you can, or your Vampire Bat, you can use that on those larger minions to get those heals, which, you know, I didn't realize that whenever I was playing them. I just realized that going over his kit, so, you know, lesson learned. Now we help drop red, and then we're actually going to head to our yellow, pick up our yellow, and we're just kind of looking around. Our Odin is doing work, guys. So we really haven't had a whole lot of presence in that solo lane. But, you know, is what it is. He's pushed up, he's doing work. I don't think he needs any help at all. But we're going to head to mid, get this lane pushing in the right direction. You can see Screech does a decent job of clearing the minions. So, you know, if you need to help out your lane, you can definitely use that. And we're able to poke Cupid a little bit, and hopefully we'll get some rotation back from our mid lane, and they can start covering their lane, you know, getting their farm. You can see Poseidon's over kind of towards that Gold Fury. We don't want to steal farm from him, but we definitely want, you know, to be there if we need to be there. Sure enough, we're able to head in behind him, and you can see I used Screech very, very close to that Cupid there. That way I ensured to get my power bonus, and guys, we deleted him. You know, unfortunately, Poseidon ended up using his ultimate there when he just really did not need to. But, you know, it is what it is. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just go in on this tower. Poseidon's going to go take their red out. So, I'll do work on the tower since Cupid is down, you know, we took him out. We should be able to get a good amount of damage on this tower. And, yeah, we're able to get a good chunk. But I see Camazotz is in the jungle over here. I want to head over there to hopefully take him out. And since their Cupid just showed back up, he didn't have his stun up, and hey, that's great. We didn't end up making anything happen, but you know, we didn't really lose anything there either. Now from here, I'm gonna go ahead and drop our red buff, and then, you know, just kind of clean up these jungles, head back to base. You know, I can finish up my boot, so I've got my movement speed online. You know, we should be just jetting around the map, and let's head to mid lane, see if we can make something happen. I tried to go in on Cupid there a little bit, but we weren't able to. But since he's back, I'm going to go ahead and take down mid lane. And then from here, I'm going to rotate to our solo lane. You know, the Ganesh, I think that's his name. Ganesh is there. And guys, right here, you can see those echoes bouncing around. If you hit those echoes, that's how you get that power bonus. But you have to be able to hit them. You can see they kind of branch out in all kinds of directions. I'm terrible at hitting them, but you definitely want to try to hit them. And they don't work on minions. They only work on those gods. So you can use that to clear a wave, but if you use it to kind of clear a wave and get that poke, boom, you get it, then you can engage with your jump and, you know, just do tons of work. Now, we head over to Cupid, and we are able to do work on him. We go ahead and use our ultimate to close that distance, finish him off, and then you see I turned around, and I was able to, you know, reposition myself a little bit further back in case they had a rotation. Now their Camazotz ends up going in on their red, and we've definitely farmed a lot better than he has, and we're able to absolutely delete him. And right here, guys, this is one of those healing puddles, and you can see my mana's just going up like crazy. I highly recommend trying it. I actually tried to do... we had a couple of puddles under the enemy's tower, and I tried to see if you could heal enough to tank some tower hits or a Phoenix hits. I think you're still going to get out damage there, but if you had 2 or 3 puddles there, you might be able to withstand that. But, you know, is what it is. Now we end up taking out Raw there. You know, the enemy team, even though they are a full clan, I can only assume that they're probably all in comms. They've been doing just very strange rotations. You know, Raw started out in the solo lane, now he's in the duo lane. You know, it's been very strange rotations, but that has really kept them from being able to farm well, and you know that's significant. Now, if you see here, I'm collecting these essence puddles, and I'm not back to full health, almost full mana. You know, it's better than going back to base, and we're able to go in under this tower. You know, our ADC kind of dove that tower a little bit. Hopefully he can get out, and sure enough, he's able to. You know, that's great. But let's go ahead and leave that situation. You know, we're just a little under 11 minutes in. We're already to their Phoenix. You know, we've definitely kind of ran away with this match. Now, I'm starting to leave, but it looks like my team is kind of making a collapse here, and we're going to go ahead and go in on Raw. And guys, look, you see the damage? We just delete Raw. We're going to go in onto this Cupid right here. We're able to take him out as well. And since we got that jump, you know, hey, we get a little bit of heals from that, and I'm going to pick up their yellow. You know, we're making some good plays, guys. We're just we're able to really get in the way of their team. And you see Camazotz rotates over him. We're going to be able to take him out as well, guys. Feels great. I am being chased, though, so I need to be careful. And I just go to this puddle, start healing up, head to the next puddle, start healing up. And by the time Guan Yu was going to be able to engage on me, I would be pretty healthy. But I'm just going to go ahead and back off. Now, my Poseidon and my ADC, you know, they're kind of in a tough situation now, so I'm going to just absorb these puddles. You know, I wanted a back, but let's go ahead and stay engaged on this. We head over to Cupid. Well, look at the damage we're doing to him. We miss a ton of abilities there, but we are doing work. Unfortunately, we're not able to save Poseidon, but we are able to take out their ADC. You know, we just missed so many abilities there. Feels bad, and, you know, we weren't able to make the rotation we needed to make, and without our ultimate either, you know, it was just unfortunate, but we did trade those kills, which, you know, hey, that's decent. Now, from here, we're going to just head back to our lane. You know, we've got their yellow, and so we're able to refresh our yellow buff, and I'm actually going to start making my way over to our solo lane. You know, Guan Yu is there. We should be able to put quite a bit of damage onto Guan Yu, and, guys, look at the damage we're doing. It's crazy. We're, you know, we've done a decent job of farming so far, and you can see I'm staying in that puddle, so I'm healed completely. You know, I've full mana, and we're gonna be able to go into this T2 and take this uncontested. You know, at this point in the match, we're down to just one T2 left on the enemy team. You know, that's huge. Now, Ganesh used his ultimate there, so I'm just going to try to stay out of his ultimate, and, you know, hey, maybe we can poke him down, take him out. You see, we're able to heal back up. We've got incredible sustain, but, you know, I'm not going to push that anymore. We've got the minions far enough up. I'm going to go ahead and go take their blue buff. You know, yeah, right now, at this point in the match, you know, the buffs they still have an impact, but they're not just as important. But, you know, that's taking farm away from the enemy, and you can see we're clearing up their jungle camps. The enemy jungler just has kind of let the jungle camps go, which is great for me. I'm able to refresh. I'm able to pick up their yellow buff, and, you know, that's big. You know, I'm keeping this yellow buff active, and by the time I go back to base, my yellow buff will be up, and, you know, that's awesome. Now, we end up getting into an engagement over here on this Camazotz. He kind of walked around. Guys, look at the damage. Oh, man, look at the damage. We're able to take him out just easy peasy. Guan Yu's here, and, you know, we hurt, guys. We're able to ult in and get quite a bit of damage on everybody. You know, unfortunately, we weren't able to get a kill there, but, hey, no problem at all. Now, Ganesh's ultimate does definitely hurt, and you want to get out of it anytime you can, and me being, you know, half health, half mana, I'm going to go ahead and back off, but I'm not going back to base. I do have a ton of gold, but, you know, I've got these puddles laying around everywhere, so I can just, I can sustain. Look at this, guys. I'm just going from puddle to puddle, healing up, and before you know it, I'm going to be, you know, a brand new hero again. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. I love the sustain on Camazotz. Now, my team is keeping just a ton of pressure in mid lane, so we want to make sure we're staying in this fight. We end up going and taking some tower damage, and, you know, hey, that's not a big deal. We Aegis that last attack or that last tower hit, and we end up stepping into the, you know, I thought I was far enough out of that Cupid hit. He ends up sticking me with a bomb, and I'm a goner. You know, that's just unfortunate. But, guys, if you get stuck with Cupid's bomb, unless you just killed him like I did earlier, just assume that it's going to stun you and get away from your team, because that AoE will stun everybody, and, you know, that could completely flip a fight. We got out of that, or, I mean, we ended up dying, but we kept my team from getting stunned, which, you know, that's okay. We really needed to go back to base, though, with the amount of gold we have. Now, once we do spawn back in, we're just going to kind of, you know, go where our team needs us to be. We head over, pick up our yellow buff. You know, it's always important, picking up your yellow buff as the jungler. You definitely want to do that. Clean up a jungle camp, you know, but then we head to mid, you know, and we're able to take out this tower. Now, guys, I'm not worried about taking this tower, although, you know, it does hurt a little bit. We've got a lot of dead bodies, a lot of essence around to heal up from, and, you know, we're healing up. You know, that's awesome. We end up getting stunned there, and, you know, that raw ult might have been the death of us, but we ended up missing it. So, you know, hey, no big deal, and we're gonna just heal up. Look, guys, we were able to hit Cupid with our 2, stand in that puddle, and we're back to full health. It's a stain on this guy. It's crazy. Now, our Poseidon, you know, he ends up going down there, which, you know, that is unfortunate, and I'm not going to let Guan Yu get away. You know, I didn't want to use my ultimate there, but I ended up having to ult him to take him out, and, hey, we secured that kill. It'd have been nice to save my ultimate there, but I definitely needed to avenge our mid lane. Now, we do rotate to mid, and we're able to take out this Ganesh, which, you know, hey, that's huge. We've got some essence puddles laying here, and guys, you can see, I'm healing up like crazy. And this is where I was talking about. I'm tanking those tower hits. I don't know. I think I probably could tank these tower hits, by especially with these puddles like that. Look at my health going up like that, guys. I was really hoping that the tower would start attacking me, but it just wasn't killing the minions fast enough. I really do think if you have that many puddles in there, you could just tank the tower, and that's exactly what I'm doing now. Now, one reason I'm staying under tower is because I want our Odin to come through the tower, and, you know, you see, he's very, very low. I wanted him to come through the tower. That's why I was just going to stay there and take it. Luckily, he was able to do that before, you know, too long, but we ended up taking the tower anyways. Now, from here, I am pretty healthy, so, you know, I'm just going to kind of look around, and I end up rotating over to their yellow, their Cupid, and their Camazotz is here, so, you know, I end up deleting Cupid, and then their Guan Yu and Ganesh show up. I've got to get out of this. I end up using that Aegis, and I'm backing away, but I see they're still chasing me. We go ahead and blink, you know, let's just completely get out. I didn't want to use my ultimate there. I'd rather use blink over my ultimate, and, hey, we're able to back off and head back to base. Now, once I spawn back in, guys, there's, at this point in the match, you know, it's very close to ending. There's really no point in farming the jungle anymore, you know, but I do want to keep picking up my speed camp, and luckily the speed camp is sitting there. So we're going to go ahead and take that out, and, you know, we had a Winion Wave take out that other Phoenix. You know, this is GG at this point. You know, we've definitely had some solid pressure this match, and you know, this has just been a very good match. And since it was my second match with Camazotz, I played one in Arena just to kind of basically learn what his kit does. This is my first match with him, and I cannot believe I waited so long to play him. He's so good. And you see, we're able to delete Cupid. I end up using my ultimate there just in case, and we're able to take out Camazotz as well. You know, huge place. We end up going in. You know, it's time. Let's take the Titan out. You know, their what's his face shows up, and I was thinking that I would be able to survive a lot more than I did. You know, that raw ult, or that raw laser beam coming in there. You know, that just absolutely deleted me. But my team's going to be able to finish this match off. You know, it's GG, guys. This was an absolute blast of a match, and guys, check Camazotz out. He's so much fun, you know, with that sustain. You can see there was so many times I could have gone back to base to, you know, but I didn't need to. I stay in this puddle, and boom, I'm full healed. It's so much fun. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this Camazotz guide. Guys, I really hope y'all enjoyed, and if you did, show me some love. Leave me a comment. Think about subscribing. Add me on Smite, guys. I'd love to play with y'all, and we also have the Scurvy Dog Crew Clan, TSDC. I'd love you all to join. Well, thanks again, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.